Hello again, only me. Right, issue 16, Stormbringer. Primal Lair, Life in the Realms, Terrain Rules. Get it open. Ta-da! Right, here we go. There's our sprue. Looks good. I'm looking forward to making this scenery. So, cool. Right, anyhow, Stormbringer. Battle games in the Age of Sigmar. We are monsters of the Dead Lands, Arachnarok spiders, okay, and zombie dragons, Gothizar harvesters. That looks pretty creepy, that does. Cool, but pretty creepy. Right, another stories. So is this a continuation across of the story that we had in the other issue the other day? Stories 1. Says to be continued. And then we've got Age of Sigmar, Life in Mortal Realms. So Crusaders of Order, Children of Chaos, Disciples of Death. And then we have Wilds 1. So this is our info sheet for the terrain pieces. And they look good. So these look sort of like hexagonal crystal growths or whatever they are. Look cool, and with various bits of skeleton and like some sort of icky pool of whatever that is. Landscape of the realm of beasts is ever shifting and incredibly varied. Every region bears the scars of past conquests, lingering chaos, corruption, skeletons both recent and ancient, and bubbling vents that spew superheated steam. The Primal Lair represents some of the common features found in the realm of beasts. So valuable resources. There's a D6 rolling chart here. And then we have a D6 rolling chart for perils and pitfalls. So here we go. Right, let's read this out. Vents. Volatile and magical geothermal gases seethe up from the churning innards of the realm of beasts. Dead beast. Battling beasts have left Gur littered with colossal skeletons of their own fallen rivals. The shifting geology of Gur brings outcroppings of magical minerals to the realm's surface. Shards. Bubbling pool. From magma to acid to life-giving primordial oozes, these pools offer opportunity and danger both. Huge skull. The more savage inhabitants of Gur mark their territory with grisly trophies such as this skull. And then tentacles. There are scant few caverns or tunnels in Gur that are not home to cunning predators. And then we have our how to build. So these are going to be pretty easy to build, to be quite honest. I may make the dead beast separate to the pile of hexagonal rocks that it's on, and then once it's painted, add it on. Now the same with the skull, really. So the skull here is essentially one piece. So I'll paint that and then add it on. And I'll probably do the same with the crystal. Stick the crystals together, but not glue it in. And the same with the steam and the tentacles. Build up the steam, paint the steam bits, and then the tentacles. And then once they're done, I'll add them to their bases. So, Primal Lair, we're using Catachan Flesh, Mephiston Red, Cantor Blue, Wraithbone and Corax White so far. So, here we go. Painting guide. That's what they'll look like so far. Well, it looks like we're painting the hexagonal rocks blue. And the moving around terrain, so basics instructions 14. Oh, we get some more war scrolls here. So we get Vindictors. Stormstrike Chariot, nice. It's nice to have these coming through now. And Kill a Boss with Stab Grot and then Gut Rippers. And then we're on to the playthrough 16, using scenery in the deployment. And there you go. And then we've got 17 and 18, 2 paints, and then we've got the cunning crew in 18. So come down, let's have a look at this. Right, here goes. So yeah, I mean, a lot of this is just literally you're going to be cutting it out and sticking it together. But like I said, I'm probably going to not glue some of this in. I'll probably build it, but not glue it down, because I want to paint what's underneath first and then add in the skeleton hordes, etc. from that. Oh, just looking at this one with the tentacles, that's a nice looking little maw. Like, so the tentacles obviously grab unsuspecting passers-by and then drag it in into this little maw to then be digested at leisure. So all cool, all cool. Brilliant. Right, let's get that built. Come back in a sec. Hey, let's build some scenery. Right, so you get 6 pieces. Once it's all built, there's 6 pieces of scenery. This piece doesn't need building. That's it on its own. But let's start with the biggest piece, shall we, which has this really nifty skull on it. So I'm going to join the skull together first. And it actually goes together really well, the way it's pinned. And then I shall glue it from the underside. And then I'm actually going to add in some glue from the top, just so that hopefully once I push this together it will bead slightly and will give me some plastic to work with when I start smoothing it out. So that's that bit. Right, this bit, officially you're supposed to put this bit on separately and then this bit on over the top like so, but because I want to paint this separately, if you flip this over, this actually goes together. Look at the underside, goes together like thus. So with that in mind, I am going to pop these 2 bits together like so. This one has a contact, so I can glue that as well. And then on this rib here, that will do that. So this would then basically sit down onto the piece like that. Obviously you'd secure it down, and then this sits like so. And that's how that one would go together. And obviously you push it all down and glue it. But because I want to paint the rock formation first, and obviously paint the stuff second, I'm going to do that separate. The other easiest one is you get this skull is intact, this rock formation, literally this just marries up like so. Really nice and simple. Again, I'm not gluing it together because I want to paint them separately. Now we have this crystal formation, which is pretty cool. So you get part of the crystal formation like that, and then you get this, and this will go in one way, so you just push it in, and then because it comes through, I'm literally going to glue it from the underside. If you wanted to, you could literally put some glue in there first, and then again I want to paint this separate, so that's just going to locate into the base. All right, it's got 2 pins. You can only get it round one way, and that's just going to push into the base like so. So that's that one. Steam vents. So we've got these steam vents. Now again, this is really simple. Literally you pop your glue into the little craters and then you just push these in, and these are only going to locate in one way. But again, I shall be gluing these once I've painted them. So there you go, there's your steam vents. And then there's this one. Now this one was slightly more I'm sure it'll go together. Once you've got like the glue in there, then it'll go together slightly easier. But literally you just push this in. There's 4 holes. These have all got pins on the bases, so you literally just locate them in to the holes. But again, I'm going to be painting these separately. So that I can get access to the mouth, which is quite a nice, it's really cool designed mini. Okay, and then literally, whoops, come on, locate. And then literally, there you go, that's better. And then literally, that's that. So basically, that's how they all go together. Like I say, this one just goes together. And that's all of those really. There's nothing to them. Literally, it took me longer to clean them up than it has to put them together. So there you go. All right, see you in the next video.